Tech and clips.
Yeah. Okay, guys, welcome back to the channel. 3 Days Grace. Song is titled "In Waves," the official audio from the new album Alienation. Yeah, super excited, to listen to this one. Yes, first time, checking the song out. So, let's listen to the song together, and as always, give my take, my perspective about it. Yeah, 3 Days Grace. In Waves. Let's go, guys. Yeah, let's go.
Lost you in the waves. Lost you when the tide breaks. Can I blame it on a distant God who gives to take away? Lost you in the waves, and the world just keeps rolling. I can't cut the connection 'cause I always hear your voice in waves.
Yeah. Wait.
Can't say goodbye. Can't face the words you're not alive. And I wonder, am I? 'Cause I'm never calling off the search. Even talking about closure hurts. You were always the hardest to say. I lost you in the waves. I lost you when the tide breaks. Can I blame it on a distant God who gives to take away? I lost you in the waves, and the world just keeps rolling. I can't cut the connection 'cause I always hear your voice in waves. From the wreckage, crashing waves.
Yeah.
I can hear you through the noise, your voice. Sending a message through the void, your voice. Lost you in the waves.
Yeah.
Lost you when the tide breaks. Can I blame it on a distant God who gives to take away? Lost you in the waves, and the world just keeps rolling. I can't cut the connection 'cause I always hear your voice in waves.
Okay, guys. I'm sorry. I'm actually babysitting, and my daughter just joined in. Yeah. So that was 3 Days Grace with the song "In Waves." April, please let me talk, okay? Yeah. And like I said from the beginning, this is actually my first time, hearing the song, the album, and right off the bat, I can say the song, felt like a wave itself, heavy, crushing and relentless. Yeah. The opening, I mean, immediately, pulled me in, with that, deep, atmospheric, guitar riff. It has this, dark, almost, haunting vibe. That I feel like I set the tone before the drums, kick in. When the vocals, enter, they come with this, raw agency that and to me, I mean, that is classic, 3 days, grace. You can feel, I mean, the frustration, the weight, and the push against something bigger than yourself. So Matt Walsh, this man's vocals are gritty and powerful here on the song. I love the fact that he doesn't just sing the words. He pours them out like he's writing the storm himself. I noticed he pushes he pushes that balance between melody and aggression. I mean, he does that really really well. Sometimes 3 days grace songs can feel too polished and I mean formulaic, if that makes sense. But here I mean, his delivery felt more visceral. Like he's truly caught in those waves. He is describing. Yeah, Adam also did his thing. I mean, they absolutely they complement each other. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah, the instrumentals, the production of the song was up there. The guitars, are thick and driving. Layered. With just enough distortion to give the track that edge. The rhythm section is also relentless. I love how it keeps pushing forward. Like a tide. You can't resist. The production is clean but not overly glossy. Which works. Because I mean it keeps that raw intensity intact. That said, I do feel like the chorus could have been even more explosive. That is me. I mean, it's catchy but not necessarily that kind of hook that grabs your that grabs you instantly, like some of their earlier hits. Instead, to me it's more about the atmosphere, and the emotion, building across the track. Yeah. So I may ask, what is this song all about? To me, the lyrics, really, really hit on the idea, of being, overwhelmed. Life, hitting you in waves, one after the other, without, time to catch, your breath. I feel like this is so relatable, especially for anyone, who's felt like struggles never come alone but pile on at once. This is classic 3 days grace, direct but powerful. If I had to critique, I'd say the song doesn't quite reinvent the wheel for this band. Longtime fans may feel may feel like it treads familiar ground. Definitely solid. But I'm not sure if it stands out, as one of their all-time best tracks. The chorus, while strong, feels a touch safe. I don't know if that makes sense. I was waiting for that moment where, everything, erupts, but I mean, it stays steady instead. Yeah, that is just me. But overall, this is a solid, 7.5, out of 10. Yeah, I mean, hearing the song for the first time, was an absolute ride. It's moody, it's intense, and very true, to 3 Days Grace, style that we the fans love. It might not break new ground for the band, but definitely a track that captures their identity, their angst and heaviness, and that emotional release they are known for. Guys, I loved it. Like I said, hard 7.5 out of 10. But let me know what you think about this one down in the comment section. Let me know if you want me to do more. The songs, on the album. I'll be so glad to do just. So let me know what you would like for me to react to next from the new album. Yeah. If you stuck with me to edit the video, you're loved. You're very much appreciated on here. My name is Philip, and also the next video. Take care. Say peace out.